Hello everybody, today I wanted to talk about the many connections that From has with the Irish folklore and the Tuatha De Danann, which are a group of fae. While researching them, I found a lot of similarities with what's happening in the show, so let's go ahead and get into it. So in From, there are a lot of weird mythical creatures in it, and some we're really not sure what they are. And we also know that the town is probably not the real world, but some outworldly place, because things don't work normally like they should there, from the radios in the diner and even everyone's quick healing factor. With all these things going on in From, we can make a lot of comparisons with other mythologies and cultures that will give us a clearer idea of what's going on in the TV show. So today I wanted to compare some Irish mythology, and I wanted to talk about the Tuatha De Danann. The name Tuatha De Danann can be translated to the people of the goddess Danu, and they are a ancient race of supernatural beings consisting of druids, warriors, kings and queens, healers and heroes, but they are considered to be the old gods of Ireland. I've also found out that they live in a realm called the Otherworld, and they interact with humans and the human world. So that could be what the entity is, or even inspired by. We have this odd realm that the townspeople live in, so this could be the Otherworld where the Tuatha De Danann reside, or maybe they just use it as a inspiration. But it also says that they use ancient burial mounds as the entrances to the Otherworld, just like how we have the trees in From. But I think since the trees are knocked over, the portals are broken now, so they only are a one way, and that's why they're trapped in the town. But sometimes it says that they are described as fallen angels who are not fully good or evil, and they excelled at magic, and even some of them are acknowledged as gods. It says some of them have different names and they would change how they look like. And with that information, it reminds me a little bit of the Boy in White, how he shows himself as a boy and Victor remembers him as a puppet, Jasper. And also there are some creatures in Irish mythology as well called pukas, but they are shape-shifting spirits who bring good or bad fortune, and they mostly show themselves as humans and dogs. And this could be true because we see the dog or the Boy in White help Boyd on two different occasions. And as for the bad fortune aspect of it, we can see in the show the time when Jasper told Victor as a kid to collect all the items from the corpses that had died that one night, and that is pretty bad for a child because it can mess them up seeing all of those dead bodies around and stuff like that. But I personally think that Jasper and the Boy in White definitely are one and the same, but two different entities, if that makes sense. But really quick, I wanted to discuss another supernatural creature in the Irish mythology called Sloths, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing all of these names wrong, but it says that they are a ghostly host of unforgiven dead, and they are normally depicted as a group flying through the air and often seen as birds as well. And I wanted to say that these could be what the crows are that we see in the town. And if you saw my videos that I made about the crows, I talked about how that they are the information gatherers for the night monsters in the town. And now knowing what I know now, I definitely do believe that that is the case for the crows, because how else would they know about everything that's going on in the town? Like when they knew that Boyd was screaming in the woods that the town wasn't going to break him. But let's get back to the main topic. The Tuatha De Danann are also immune from aging and even sickness, just like we see how the night monsters are in the town as well. We know that they can't die and are immortal, as we can see with the rebirth of Smiley in season 3. But there are a lot of similarities between the Fae, not just this ancient race of people, but a lot of different creatures from Irish mythology. The night monsters could also be changelings. They are supernatural beings that are magically created to take the place of the human that they were made to look like. And we see the night monsters with personal belongings down in their tunnels, so this could have a little bit of merit to the show. And now I want to speculate on who the main entity of the town could be. We know that the townspeople sacrifice their children to it, so I looked up some deities in the Irish folklore, and I found one called Eion. I think That is not really how you pronounce her name, but it's the best that I can do. She is a celestial mother goddess over fertility, reincarnation, and childbirth, and a few more like magic, arts, and manifestation. She also has her own realm named Care City, and it's surrounded by the sea, and it is also known as the Land of the Dead. And she is also a cosmic weaver of fate and time, so that could be why, if she is the entity, that could be why the townspeople are stuck here. Maybe she was the one to break the portals on her own so no one could escape. And she is often seen with spiders or related to spiders, and that could be why we see all of the webs and all of the spiders crawling over Boyd inside of season 2. But yeah, I think that is probably the most important speculation so far. I think that one holds the most merit of the entity being a Celtic goddess of some sorts, but we'll see. Hopefully that gets revealed to us and not just left unanswered. And lastly, the Irish word fae quite literally means from, but personally I think that this is a coincidence and probably definitely does not mean anything. But what do you guys think about the theories that we had in this video? I think that these theories and speculation are probably the ones that I actually believe the most so far. It's a lot of information that really does tie into the show from what I've researched, but I do recommend to do a little bit of research on this as well and to see what you can find as well. But thank you everybody for watching the video. That is all I have for today. But yeah, I definitely think we are on to something with this one. It's a lot of concrete evidence that matches with the happenings of the TV show. But again, thank you for watching, and if you don't mind to leave a like if you liked the video and subscribe to stay tuned for the next one. And goodbye everyone. I hope you have a nice rest of your day.